Do you ever get these days where you're like, man, I just can't be asked to do this repetitive task I'm constantly doing every day. Ugh, it only takes me 5 minutes, but every time I do it, it's a bloody bore. Here to tell you about the savior of your sanity. It's called Xdotool, and it lets you automate anything you could do with your keyboard and or mouse. You can literally do anything with this. You can send keyboard inputs, you can move the mouse, you can do, yeah, anything. Let's just jump right into it. Do tool is the command like that. There you go, that's all the things it can do. Wow. It will probably already be installed, or if not, you can just install it. Install it, you know how to do that. I'm not here to teach you how to install programs. So we go Xdotool. We want to type, so we just type, and then let's automate things, like that. Right, so it typed let's automate things out. However, that's pretty useless. So we can first of all, so I'm just going to put a sleep before it, and move my mouse over there, and you see it types it out there. We can also use it to move the mouse around. So you see my cursor here. So we can move the mouse by going Xdotool, mouse move, and then we put the X and Y coordinates of the mouse. This is 0, 0 at the top left. So if we do like 100, 100, see it moves the mouse here. This is good, but it's a bit hard to use. So you can also do get mouse location like this, and it tells you where your mouse is. So if I run it over here, you'll see the coordinates change. Cool. We can wrap this in watch like this. So now every 2 seconds it will update the mouse position. However, let's just do it like this. So now every 0.1 of a second it updates our mouse. So now if we want to say move the mouse in a square, we move it like here, record the coordinates here, record the coordinates here, record, and then we just run the mouse move command with the coordinates that we've got. So we can also click the mouse, and I'm actually going to demonstrate this using Cookie Clicker because it's visually interesting and stimulates the short attention span of the modern youth. I'm going to load that up quickly. Whilst that's loading, I'm going to have a drink of me Monster. Look, new caps on the Monster Energy. That means you can reseal them. This Monster's 5 days old. It takes me that long to drink it. Look. Still retains its fizz. Woo! That's my sip of Monster for today. That is over my caffeine allowance. Yeah, you could leave these for 2 weeks with the thing sealed. Very cool. Highly recommend. Monster, if you want to sponsor me, send me loads of this one. So our browser window's loaded. Now we need to go to Cookie Clicker. We now want to know the coordinates of the... Well, no, let's just write a click program. So Xdotool click, and then the mouse button. So 1 is mouse 1 and 2 is mouse 2. So if we do 1, it will click the mouse. Okay, let's move the mouse over the cookie first. Use our i3 awesomeness to actually run the click. Okay, so now I have 1,401 cookies. Let's open this up in an incognito window. So it resets to 0. Move the mouse there, tab over, 1 cookie. Okay, so you can pass arguments to Xdotool. Let's say we want to click, but we want it to repeat 100 times and the first mouse button. Enter. So we should get 101 cookies. You see it's clicking the cookie. There we go, yeah, it's very cool. Click, 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 click. It's very slow, isn't it? It's quite slow. I can't be asked to wait. Oh, I can't tab off because the mouse is moving. So we have 101 cookies. Okay, there's an inbuilt delay for every click. Let's just change it to 10 milliseconds. Let me make that bigger. Delay 10, 1. So this should click much quicker. So let's make sure the mouse is back over. Enter. There we go. Didn't click them all, so delay is 10 is probably too little for my browser to handle. So yeah, the Xdotool is mainly used to automate graphical things. Of course, you could automate the terminal by using type, but then why not just write a bash script, right? This is for things that bash scripts can't do without a lot of horrible wrangling. Obviously, if you actually want to cheat in Cookie Clicker, by the way, you just like run something like this in the console. Equals silly, stupidly high amount. Wow, we've cheated in Cookie Clicker, okay? Without writing a bloody horrible Xdotool script, which does work, but if you actually are doing this, you might as well just do this. And then like, you know, I don't know how to play this game, but okay, there we go. That's what you do. That's how you cheat. Right, let's tie everything together. What we've learned. So we want to launch a browser window, load the Cookie Clicker, find where the cookie is, and then click the button. So I have created a script you'll be able to look at. Link in the description. So what this does is, so we first launched the Brave, yes, unnecessary comments, I know, but first of all we launched the Brave browser and we background it so it doesn't clog up our terminal and everything. We then use Xdotool to focus the window, so this will focus the first instance of Brave browser. That basically brings the window up. We then send the key Control-N to the window, which opens up an incognito one, so our cookies are at 0. We then send Control-L, which focuses the URL bar, and type in the cookie clicker URL. We then press Enter to go to the page. Move to the location of the cookie, which I found earlier using the get mouse location command. And then we have this little while loop here. So it clicks it 500 times with a delay of 10 milliseconds, mouse 1, and then it sleeps. So the reason I've got to sleep and in the while loop here is that every 500 clicks we have an opportunity to stop the script running. Otherwise it will go on forever, and then moving the mouse to try and find the terminal to cancel it, it'll still be clicking, so you might accidentally click some things you don't want to or whatever. And the reason there's a sleep every step is just because it could do all this really quick. We'll start clicking the mouse before the website's loaded and all that. It just makes it simpler to sleep every time. I'm not sure if you can actually do something with Xdotool where it has a built-in sleep function, maybe, but that's not the case with this script. So let's just run that to prove that it works. Okay, so let's run the script. It loads the window, goes to the website, it moves the mouse to its appropriate location, and it's already started to click. There we go. You see every X number of cookies, it stops, pauses for a bit, and then clicks again. There we have it. Let's quickly exit this. We've exited that during the sleep cycle. That works. It's a bit pointless, obviously, but that shows you some of the things you can potentially do with Xdotool. Use it to automate your workflows, filling in your timesheets at work, web scraping. You can do basic web scraping with it. Basically do pretty much everything that normally requires a GUI with Xdotool. Let's see who else uses Xdotool around the house. Maybe. Do you use Xdotool? Yes. Finn? He does not. He's a loser. Obi is not. Monster, please sponsor me. Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, please. Goodbye.